everything is, everything is, everything is, everything.
Thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. It's nice to have you on the show.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Well, now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Baltimore. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And checking out Miami, a half game back.
And right now for Miami, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
So here's Miami's starting group. Fred VanVleet out there with Carter. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Bagley. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for the Barons, Wiggins is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's VanVleet following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Fires from 14. He gets it in there. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the score by the Barons. VanVleet passes to Carter. Dishes to Morris. Over Wiggins. Morris, no good.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Rose surveying the D. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Vince Carter picks one up.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you.
And ever since the Big 3 era ended, Miami has sort of defined middle of the pack.
Yeah, for the last 5 seasons, they haven't won more than 48 games or lost fewer than 37. This is what happens when you rarely select in the top 10 of the draft. You become reliant on free agents, and that's a tricky, sometimes heartbreaking approach.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
VanVleet kicks to Carter. Pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Morris has got 5 points so far.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him.
Oh, what a play!
Watch it! Wow, you knew that DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
And there's the pass to Jokic.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots, just on found in that center position.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Carter against DeRozan. Over Carter. And again, DeMar DeRozan. 9 points in the game so far.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
And here is VanVleet. Last time, 45 points for him. Wiggins outside. Pass to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Van Vliet. A floater. Siakam pulls it in.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Baltimore. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on.
A lot of people ashamed of.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Miami, Marvin Bagley is out there with Jokic. Then there's Carter. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Morris in at the 3. Carter against DeRozan. Carter looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. VanVleet. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And it goes down 2 points. And that's 11 points for DeMar DeRozan.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's VanVleet. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
The Heat have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Free throw, no good for Jokic. Really, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership, also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
And he's just an attacking player, a guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Passes it to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's VanVleet. Pass to Jokic. Baltimore with the rebound. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Carter, the best to VanVleet. Back to Carter. Lock at 6. He kicks to Morris. Shoots over Marjanovic. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And it's 7 points for Marcus Morris.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Rose against Carter. Rose passes to DeRozan. Shoots over VanVleet. Second shot opportunity. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 7 now for Baltimore.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Van Vliet with it. Can't cash in from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 13 points. And that'll do.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Siakam is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Rose in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Wiggins with the block.
And they continue to control the glass.
Shot, high post, and it's DeRozan missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Rose passes to Wiggins. Baltimore moving that ball around. It's DeRozan with the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The aggressiveness that DeRozan attacks the rim with is what gets him to the line more often than not.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Both free throws good from DeRozan. The Heat trail by 6. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Back to Van Vliet. That's tipped. Now Rose. No points in the game yet for him. Charity stripe shot and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Barons lead by 8.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Van Vliet kicks to Jokic. No good there. And the Barons the other way now. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Morris against Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Van Vliet. Over Rose. Bagley trying to free himself up. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Marjanovic lays it up off the glass. Marjanovic has got 8 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Van Vliet passes to Carter. Kicks to Morris. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by the Heat. Baltimore leading by 12. 54 seconds left in the third. And that one's good. Wiggins
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Yep, it counts.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Baltimore.
DeRozan passes to Marjanovic. There's the pass to Siakam. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
Morris, no good.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Floats it up for Wiggins. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
There's Rose with the three, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Baltimore ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And don't go away, we'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Carter out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Bagley, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Morris in at the small forward.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Wiggins with the bounce pass. Here's DeRozan. The 17-footer goes down. DeRozan's got 19 points.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
Van Vliet kicks to Carter. There's the dish to Morris. Three-pointer. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that one's good. Wiggins. We see it all the time, Smitty, the league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, they're using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Both free throws good from DeRozan. The Heat trail by 13. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Siakam passes to Rose. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Rose. 23 points in the game.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Pass to DeRozan. Good work defensively by Carter.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Passes to Van Vliet. Back to Carter. Trying to find Van Vliet and gets it to him. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Barons.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeMar DeRozan.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Here's Rozier. That's tipped, but he recovers it. It's Hezonja in the corner. Can they get it? Miami no good on that time either. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Anderson outside. From the line. And too long on the shot. So it's Miami now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That free throw good from Decker. Both good from the line that time. And here's Brunson. And so it's Baltimore with the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Si tú quieres te lo pa' aquí, yeah.